Absolutely. I mean, the Occupy movement really was a form of the Zeitgeist movement. If you really think about what the Occupy movement began and what its intentions, well, not its intentions per se, the source of the angst of the Occupy movement is pretty much everything that we've been talking about as far as problems. And to me, it's a barometer. In other words, it's a measurement of where we are holistically. So when I saw that occur, I was thinking, well, this is just like the first step for the people that are upset begin to slow down, they begin to get organized, and then they begin to come into institutions, well, if you want to call it that, come into organizations that are actually trying to move forward with solutions. Because as you know, the Occupy movement has a lot of great stuff floating around, but it's very disorganized. It's been quite dissipated by this point. And because it's so dissipated, it's very easy for the mainstream to dismiss. The Zeitgeist movement, on the other hand, takes a different color. It's much more focused, naturally. And I make a long story short, I really believe that we're going to see an explosion of the movement in time as we define ourselves more concretely, as we move past a lot of the weird assumptions and baggage that people have had towards even myself or any weird actions of the movement. We have our kind of permanent troll bloggers. We have people trying to associate us with terrorists. It's pretty ridiculous in the broad scheme, but we're going to get past that, and I'm very, very confident that within the next year you're going to see a much larger mainstream interest in the movement. Whether positive or negative, I'm not quite sure, but and that goes back to why the communication issue is so important and why the town halls and the Zeitgeist days and the media festivals and just anything you could think of to get this name out there is so critical. We're setting the stage as far as I'm concerned, if that makes sense. And again, the Occupy movement really was a zeitgeist phenomenon. It really was. That's what it was. And I'm just waiting for the overflow to take hold, which is why I've been so active with Occupy. I'm at least trying to be. But I'll leave it